Cosmetic family.
Thanks for joining us on the Cosmetic Podcast.
Cosmetic means being a person or thing that gives rise to a phenomenon that is dynamic or energizing.
We're tackling topics and telling the truth.
I'm Rodrigo Ross.
And I'm Keith Benson.
So today we're talking about the holidays are coming. The holidays are coming.
Sing a Christmas carol or something.
Well, yes.
Are we talking about Christmas?
Maybe, but we're talking about all kinds of observances, right? So observances or holidays or anniversaries, all of these commemorative kinds of activities and observations that people have, and that really are, in most instances, excellent opportunities for intercultural exchange and understanding. And then some of them were just flat out like, what? This is a holiday?
All right, so okay, I got one.
Okay.
Tell me, what is special about New Year's Day? Like, why is that a federal holiday?
Because it's, first of all, because most people can't go to work because of New Year's Eve. So let's just go and cut to the chase, give people a day off to get themselves together. But New Year's Day is the holiday. It's the first day of the year. You had these grand celebrations on New Year's Eve commemorating this fresh start, a new year rolling over. And so I could see why New Year's Day is an observance. It's a holiday.
But, okay, besides starting a new year, it just seems like it's just a day to me.
It's because you work on New Year's Day, don't you?
And so there's also a day. Yes, I do work on New Year's Day.
I can tell.
Sometimes.
Not all times.
It just all depends. It just all depends. So, there's a National Hangover Day too. So is that really like that should be January 1, but I think it's January 17th, if I'm not mistaken, for National Hangover Day.
It should, but it's valid. I mean, what happened on January 16th that you would have a hangover? And first of all, do you want to celebrate hangovers? I don't want to. I've had a couple. I don't want to celebrate hangovers. I'm not recognizing that observance.
I can't say that I've been there, but No. So when we talk about these different days, there are a lot of interesting ones out there. In Arizona and New Hampshire, for an example, they have a Civil Rights Day.
Wow.
That the employees get off. The general population and schools and most businesses are closed on that day.
And of course, most people here in Texas, they know about Texas Independence Day, right? It's a public holiday, and it's a day off where schools and many businesses are closed.
I feel like in Texas, though, Texas, how do you get off work and out of school for the fair?
Because everybody has to go to the fair. Are you serious? Have you never had a corny dog and all of the stuff that you eat at a fair?
So again, that's 2 days that we didn't discuss. That is just a day.
That's 2 days that just really amplify that you may be a bit of a downer.
I am not a downer because
who doesn't want to go to the fair?
One of the most important days is August 28th.
Okay. Now here I'm going to be the downer. It's not.
National Bow Tie Day.
And that's why it's not.
That is celebrated across this world.
And we should all just pay homage and do all we can to just hold it in high esteem. National Bow Tie Day.
That's what I was saying.
Why is it so important to you?
I'm a bow tie man. Monday through Thursday, I'm locking it down. And I'm sorry, it should be National Tie Your Own Bow Tie and not pre-tie.
Are we gonna go off on this?
If you're over the age of 12, you should not be wearing a pre-tie bow tie.
Once again, sound a little judgy.
That sounds a little judgy. But when you talk about these special days, though, I thought it was amazing that our colleague Charlie Meyer has a day in the city.
Are you kidding me?
That is so cool.
Wait, there's a Charlie Meyer Day?
There's a Charlie Meyer Day.
Oh, I'm gonna go get his autograph. I didn't know that.
I mean, that's pretty cool.
Pretty cool. And that's pretty awesome because he's not dead.
That's right.
Usually people don't get days till they die.
That's right.
Well, you go, Charlie. You kicking butt and taking names. But did you know that technically in the United States in the year 2021 there are 257 recognized observances and holidays? 257 official recognized observances and holidays.
Let's see, 365 minus 257. So we should be off work for 257 days a year?
I don't necessarily know if all of them say we should not go to work, but that's a curious argument. Maybe you ought to take that up with somebody.
Yeah,
You should get those days off.
Yeah, well,
You're not gonna take them off anyway. You don't even take off for New Year's.
No, I don't.
I know it.
But you know what?
Oh.
I most of them I don't take off for MLK Day either. Do you?
I do.
How come?
Because I work in this space 364, and so I take that day to rest and re-energize and self-care and get myself together so that I can go back out and work another 364. Now, if that's not what you do all the time, then maybe you do something different. Do you take it off?
I don't. My take on it is that Dr. King and so many others fought so hard for us to be in, for me, I'll say from my lens, in the position that I'm in today. If they didn't do what they did, so I'm not knocking anybody who doesn't work. For me, I choose to work, and it's out of honor, out of service to the work that some of our folks did before me.
That's interesting. Yeah. I mean, it is quite the conversation starter. There are many different takes on whether people take the day off or they choose, like you, to no, I need to work because if it wasn't for that stuff, I wouldn't have this opportunity. And that's
probably one of the holidays, as I think about it, one of the few that I care enough about to even think that way, right? And so, like President's Day.
Okay.
What President's Day means for the most part, well, I can only speak for my lens.
Okay.
Is that I bet you there's a good sale going on somewhere.
Hey, you better know it. I done got some good stuff on President's Day sale.
Yeah, and so I wonder if the world, if the society, those of you would love to hear from you guys about this. Is that do you when the holiday come, whatever holiday that may be, do you take off? And make it purposeful, Labor Day, Memorial Day, or is it just the opportunity to maybe throw some hot dogs and hamburgers on a grill
to celebrate? But observances can be just that. It can be, here's a day dedicated, to break up the rigor and stop the monotony, just for you to celebrate something. There's nothing wrong, I don't think, with that. It's
celebrate
it's a great
something,
place.
but if you are
something,
if the holiday is something, and you saying just celebrate something, why not celebrate the holiday, Memorial Day?
Right.
Memorial Day, I would dare to say Memorial Day and Labor Day, people probably get confused as far as what you even celebrate.
Okay, so what's the difference?
Huh?
What's the difference?
Well,
it's both of them a great cookout opportunity.
Right. So people just cooking out.
No, I mean they're taking the chance to celebrate, what the day is about. So Labor Day, celebrating work, the fact that you've worked, and so the Labor Day started because it was a time for folks who worked, from my understanding, worked in maybe coal mines and worked in farms and all this. They just took that one day to just celebrate the fruits of their labor, right? The hard work that they had done. The changing of the season. They were getting ready to jump into another season and work hard again. But we just took this one day to just celebrate. And so that's what I like to believe, and why I find good Labor Day sales and all that. Now, Memorial Day, though, it has to do with celebrating the risks and the sacrifice of, our military and service members. And so You take off and you celebrate and you party and thank you, because without them we may not have had the opportunity. Our democracy may not exist the way it exists today.
Right, and I wholeheartedly agree that, you celebrate it's a day off, you done worked, all right, but I wonder though if people truly know the meanings behind the different days.
Well, I can tell you for a fact, like you said, President's Day. Well, which presidents? I never really knew. I just was glad as a kid to have that day off, and now to get a good sale. But I don't really know which president we celebrate.
But I think back in the day, we used to get Washington and Lincoln's birthday.
Oh, and they just smushed them into one?
Yeah, they didn't reduce it down
they
to one.
Consolidated. Oh, okay.
But I wish we can get to a place in America that we can define these days and helping people to honor these days for the right things, when we talk about Memorial Day, it's not just we're looking for the next, cookout to be able to have, but we are looking forward to that particular day and honoring those. I know for me, I'll reach out to my friends in the military on the different days just to make sure that, hey, I recognize the service that you gave to America, and I appreciate you for that right there.
Yeah. So the thing is, observances, though, whether you really know the history of them and where they started and what they're all about, they are opportunities for people to just take a moment and pay reverence to something. Like, it's a reminder that something was important. So let me tell you a couple of what I think to be like important holidays that, even if you don't really know why or what, or even if you don't necessarily agree with it, it is a chance for people to just stop and take a moment and everyone agree on the fact that this was a game changer kind of thing. Like Martin Luther King's birthday, right? That's an important. Let's take a moment and let's reverence President's Day, right? Even though we consolidated them, it's a holiday where you stop and you give reverence. Ash Wednesday, if you're a Christian, right? That's a time where you just stop and there's this reverence. Purim, if you're Jewish, it's a time, and even if you're not, and other people are really wanting to learn about that culture and learn about what that means, that's an opportunity for them to do that. St. Patrick's Day. Right? I never really knew what it was, but it always bred in me a curiosity, and it made me stop from my everyday and kind of figure out, what's going on? Why is St. Patrick's Day a thing, right? Good Friday. If you believe in the Easter season and the Lent season and Passover and in Easter and all of that, Juneteenth. There are so many people who really didn't even understand or even know that Juneteenth was a thing until as of late. So observances, I think they do have
controversy out there about the Juneteenth.
Yes, indeed. That's a whole different podcast.
Yeah. We'll say that right there. Yeah.
But having holidays and observances really, I think, on the positive side, give people this forced opportunity to just stop and either have normalize celebrating, or have other people say, what's that all about and why are we stopping, or whatever the case may be.
Yeah, I just want us to get to a place that we are, when we observe these days, that they are not just a day off, that you can truly think about about what those days are.
Well, maybe the day off is the honor. Maybe you work so hard and the self-care is the honor on that day. Like, everybody can't be a workaholic here.
No, I'm not talking about workaholic. I'm just saying understand the day that you're taking off.
Okay.
Why are you taking off Labor Day? What is Labor Day about? Like, do you know, or you just like, I know that's a holiday. This
is my last opportunity to wear white. So I gotta get that in and go to a good barbecue on Labor Day.
Wonder how long that was gonna take you to say that one.
Well, you didn't just meet me. It's fine.
Yeah, I would love to know what you guys think out there about the different holidays. I mean, there's lots out there that you can celebrate. There's some the federal ones that are out there, and then some goofy ones that are out there as well.
And there are lots of like areas of like the health industry, right? They're understanding the power of observances, and they're taking that power and that understanding and how observances can really be important to people, and they're using that for awareness, right? So the national health observances, you have March being National Cancer and Kidney Disease Month, February being Heart Health Month, right? Mm-hmm. Like January being National Health Observances for Cervical Cancer Awareness, and December being HIV/AIDS awareness. Like, they're taking this whole concept that is so intrinsic to everyone. Everyone understands what an observance or a holiday is, and they're taking that very concept and they're bringing about awareness about all of these different health issues so that people can get involved. I can't tell you how many in October, how many breast cancer walks that I've gone on, and how many times I've worn red during Heart Health Month, where if folks in that industry wouldn't have latched onto the power of an observance, they wouldn't have been able to get that awareness.
And that's the power that I'm talking about right there. It's very intentional about you honoring that particular day. If it's, you know, breast cancer, if it's, you know, whatever. I know for me, my mom passed away of cancer, and my sister and I and my brother, we did something in February because that's the month that they honor bile duct cancer, the cancer that she passed away from.
Yeah, I mean, so much that we've learned, like, and you associate colors and themes, like purple for autism awareness in that month, and the pink for breast cancer awareness. Like, this whole idea of observances and holidays really does fare well in helping people, like you say, remember and understand why. But now, there's the flip side. We got a couple of observances and holidays and some goofiness that I don't really know why it's a holiday.
Well, help me out with something, please.
So they have in Florida to this day Confederate Heroes Day. Yeah, I don't. It's a state holiday. I'm not really sure why that's a holiday. But I don't live in Florida, and so. But conversely, they also have a Rosa Parks Day.
Okay.
Right? So, you know, in Missouri. So, you know, there's a little bit of balance. Daylight savings time. Why is that considered an observance? Okay, we're going to turn our clocks and we just go either be early for work or late for work. I don't really know why it's a holiday. And I'm really not even sure, since we're not that much of an agricultural community as we used to be, why we even still messing with these doggone clocks.
I guess some things you just don't change.
Like you can't wear white after Labor Day. You're right.
And you know what? I'd be wanting to wear white too sometimes.
Don't do it. Not until Easter. Don't you do it. I'm going to talk about you. I'll be the first one. Say you kind of ambitious there, ain't you?
Well, I tell you what, I missed out on this one, but now that I know about it, January 16th. National Nothing Day.
Oh. But you know what? You're not going to observe that holiday. You know why? Because you don't know how to do nothing. You're going to go to work on that day.
Yeah.
So just mark that off your calendar. You're not going to observe that day.
Okay.
You're not.
That one have that one.
But how about the other holiday on January 16th? Appreciate a Dragon Day. So I could be wrong, but I thought dragons weren't real. We appreciate fictional characters.
There's probably somebody out here that sees a dragon.
And they wanted to have a whole day.
Yeah, we're gonna hold off on that
to appreciate them. What?
But I tell you what, I'll take January 19th.
Okay, what is January 19th?
National Popcorn Day.
Yes, you will.
I tell you what, I'll take me.
Yes,
ain't nothing like going into the store and smelling some popcorn. It's just like an automatic buy. Like, let me go get some popcorn. I mean, it's just like, just bring you over there, man.
You really into this popcorn?
Oh yeah, I popcorn is like.
I think I'm gonna sit that one out. Oreo Day, you got something, but popcorn, I don't know.
Well, we gotta find Oreo Day because I'm sure there's one up there.
I'm ready for it.
I was surprised though that there wasn't a National YMCA Day.
It should be.
I looked and looked and looked, and I could not find one.
There should be. I mean, I could be a little biased, but I think there should be. Well, what about National Squirrel Day?
Well, I mean, people like, play around with some squirrels. Being in Texas, the squirrels hang out all year long.
Squirrels are aggressive. I'm a little nervous.
No, I was in D.C. one time, and I promise you, and I got a picture to show you. My brother and my cousin-in-law, cousin-in-law, that's what it would be. They gave the squirrel cough drop.
They gave a squirrel a cough drop?
Handed it to him.
Was the squirrel coughing? What? Who does that? What? Was it National Squirrel Day?
But them city squirrels, they probably just not scared of people though.
Well, that part. But there are all kinds of goofy observances. Chocolate Cake Day.
There's days like that you just take advantage of just so that on other days you may not eat it, but you know what? Ain't no need of leaving a good observance day out.
Now it's a good observance because it's chocolate cake.
So
ain't no need to leave a good observances.
Because look, one is National Boss Day.
Why is this such an important observance on holiday? Why?
Because when I was your boss...
I knew it was coming for all of 13.7 seconds.
No. We're not...
30 days?
No.
60 days.
Who gave you your first exec job?
Oh, we're moving on. So you know that they have another... we are so moving on. National... Who gave you your first exec job? Keith Vincent. Yes, he did. Oh, good gracious. Day. Is that what you wanted to hear?
No, ma'am.
I think you did. I definitely think you did.
That's the question.
Yeah, sure.
So there are a lot of days out there that you guys can, observe. I think the healthcare industry, they do an incredible job of really having organized themes around the National Health Days. And for me, being in this workspace of, the YMCA, is really good to be able to grab hold to 2 or 3 of those and bring awareness to our health community.
Absolutely. And, don't forget, while observances and holidays are lots of fun, and we have some goofy ones and some really incredible ones, don't forget that there's a difference between paying homage to someone and helping them celebrate a culturally relevant holiday and cultural appropriation, right? Like, there is a National Indigenous Peoples Day. And a Native American Day. And so on those holidays, if you are not an indigenous person or if you don't identify as a Native American, don't go around dressing and doing stereotypical activities. And no, if you really want to learn more, you want to understand, learn from those demographics and understand what the holiday, do not culturally appropriate. If you don't really understand Juneteenth, or you're not black and lineage wise, you weren't affected by Juneteenth, don't have a Juneteenth celebration. Just that might be a little bit inappropriate, right? Like, so don't use observances and holidays to kind of step on a line and be disrespectful and culturally appropriate.
Yeah, so as you're out there thinking about the topics that we've talked about today, all the different days that we observe, from the federal holidays to the goofy ones, to the health ones, there's lots out there that you can bring out and be able to have great conversation about also.
Lots of learning. Yeah.
I like to be intentional about things, and so those different health ones that are out there, I can feel that. Right there.
But there's so many, like Ramadan, right, and Jewish holidays and Christian holidays, and there's so much that you can learn from other folks and use that as the starting point for some really deep and engaging conversation. So would love to hear about some of the holidays that other folks celebrate, or the ones they're even curious about.
Yeah, let's have some conversation on that. Well, thank you for listening to Cosmetic,
where we are tackling topics and telling the truth.
Subscribe and listen to us weekly.
And of course, give us a review.
And as always,
be dynamic,
be phenomenal,
be cosmetic.